This is what bad language. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our next act. Get the applause going. Get the voting going for Mr. Cringe Lambert.
Test. Oh, good. Hi, so it's Movember. I've got a moustache, what do you guys think? Woo! Yeah. I've raised $55 so far, that's good. Yeah, it's good. One of my friends yesterday said though that I look like a pedophilic Mario. It's a bit harsh, isn't it? And I don't know how that would work, because in my mind, pedophiles are always, oh, he seemed like such a nice guy, you know, and you know, oh, he's the quiet type, right? But Mario's, it's me, Mario. I want to touch your children. So I don't know if that would be a good occupation for Mario. Movember is the gayest month of the year, though. There's no other month of the year that you can walk into the toilet and urinate and then comment on another man's facial. Nice mo, bro. No, nice mo. I mean, it's actually while touching your penis. I mean, there are some clubs, obviously, but not just the general bar that you can do that. And that's great. It's a great thing. It's kind of like bromance, but a little bit hairier. I call it momance. While we're talking of gay things, what's up with our Prime Minister right now? Like, seriously, right? That's a gay red top. Does everyone know what I'm talking about? Our Prime Minister recently, on the same day, he called David Beckham crazy as, oh no, thick as batshit. He also said that someone wouldn't play very well in a golf tournament because of that gay red top that he was wearing. And then he had the gall to defend it by saying, well, my children use it all the time. Well, grow up. I mean, seriously. You're an adult. You're the figurehead of a nation. Don't act like a... I mean, it sort of felt to me as though Max Key and John Key, Max's 13-year-old son, were having a sort of Freaky Friday thing. You know that? Crazy bitch, you're so gay. I mean, it's just, you can't imagine another statesman in the world doing that, can you? You can't imagine Obama saying, well done, Mr. Romney. You ran a good campaign. But I'd like to know that in the future, you'd do a lot better if you weren't wearing that gay red top. So it's November, it's getting close to Christmas. My parents, they live in Brisbane, and Dad rang me up the other day and said, come over, son, for Christmas. And I had to say, no, Dad, I'm not going to do that. Brisbane's a little bit racist, I don't like it there. It just is. Australia is just a racist country. I know we've got a group of Australians down the back there, and they'll back me up here. When the Europeans first arrived in Australia, there'd been people there for about 60,000 years by that stage. A long time, the Aboriginal people had been in Australia. But when the first settlers got there, they called it Terra Nullis, which means, do you guys know what that means, Sydney Sliders? No. Terra Nullis? Okay. They called it Terra Nullis, which means land of no people, which generally meant that they could like rape and kill the native population, which I admit isn't particularly funny. But
I disagree.
It's kind of case in point, isn't it, really? But they kept that level going. In fact, all the way through until 1977, that was the year that I was born, you could get, as an Australian Aboriginal, you could not vote in the Australian general election. Not until the year 1977, that's 35 years ago. How about that one? Did you know that one? Yeah, that was a bit more well known for Australians.
The year Australia died.
Yeah, 1977. And I get, not only in 1977 you could actually vote, but you could also, for the first time if you're Australian Aboriginal, get a passport so you could leave the country. I guess that the Australian immigration figured, well, you haven't wanted to leave for 60,000 years, why would you now? Also, between the years of 1869 and 1969, the Australian government took children from Aboriginal parents. Did anyone know this? Our Australian friends, well, what's it called, guys?
Stolen generations.
Stolen generations, that's correct. They just took the kids away from their parents and placed them with white people. I guess the conversation went something like, oh, what's your name there, sweetie? Mbala. Oh, that's a nice name, isn't it? But from now on, we'll just call you Mary, shall we? Because it's easier. So they did that, and we think that that's historical, right? 1969, we think that's quite historical. 1977, that's quite historical. But right now, in Australia, you can buy a cheese. And the cheese's name is Coon. That's true, isn't it, people? Yeah, Coon cheese. And when you walk into a supermarket, you can get different varieties of cheese. Get mild cheese, which is in a yellow wrapper, and tasty cheese, which is in a red wrapper, and vintage cheese, which is in a black wrapper. So you've got yellow coon and red coon and black coon, obviously. And when you walk into an Australian supermarket, there's not just one block of cheese, like there's an entire wall of cheese, an entire wall of coon. No wonder the black people drink in the parking lot outside. I mean, let's put it into context. It would be like if New Zealanders would walk into a supermarket and there was an entire wall of cheese called sheep fucker. That would be a similar idea. But Australians, they get really defensive about it when you say that's a bit racist, calling your cheese coon, that's a bit racist. They go, well, no mate, nah, it's not racist, it's just the name of the town. It's the name of the town where the cheese comes from. And considering their history of human rights, makes you wonder where the name for that town come from. And also, coon would be an okay name if it didn't mean something else, right? Like if the name was like Rochefort, that's a nice name for a town. And Stilton, that's also a nice name for a town. And subsequently a nice name for cheese. But if the name of your town is something like nigger, then don't put it on your cheese, right? I've been Ken Lambert, thank you very much.
Oh, yep, very much, yeah, okay. But we're still friends though, eh? Oh, right, yeah, that's cool. Mousetrap has got cheese in it. Hey, your toast, cheese, Vegemite.
Just your standard cheddar.
Just the standard cheddar. Just the base, neutral cheddar, no affiliations with any particular race. It's a home of